What a crummy Saturday. It was an awful Saturday. Just terrible. I don't want another day like that. I was writing Christmas cards and I typed up a letter, and then I thought, well, I'll make a copy of this letter. The typed copy from the computer came out just fine, and I took that and put it in the copier to make just a copy. And the paper started going through and it got stuck because it went crooked, and I turned it off and opened it up and pulled on the paper and it tore in half. Well, I got the paper out of there and now it won't do anything. Now, this has happened before a couple times in the life of this printer, so it usually rectifies itself, but it did not this time. So I started crying. I didn't know what to do. And I started vlogging with the camera, and the battery was going out. And I tried looking for the thing I plug it in with, and I couldn't find it. That's this thing. I finally found it later in the day, but I was crying some more. And then I called the Epsom line on was an 800 number I found online, which I'm beginning to doubt that had anything to do with Epsom. I don't really know. But I got a hold of somebody, and it was a guy from India. He said he could go in through the computer and fix it from the inside. And that sounded funky to me, but I must have lost my mind. And I said, okay. So oh, it's this driver or this or that, or looky here, this has been disabled and this and that. And I said, oh, no. I said, it is the copier. It's, well, if I can fix it for you for $200. For $200, I could buy 2 new copiers. So I said, I don't have any money. I said, please get out of my computer now. So I hope he didn't leave anything bad behind. But I just cried and cried. I just felt terrible, and I'm feeling not so good now. But basically what I wanted to do today was get some stuff done around here, obviously. And I wanted to tell you about my entry for this competition thing. I think it was like Sunday or Monday this past week that the Shaytards announced a contest. Maker and Disney Studios has they're having a thing in Orlando at Disneyworld in January, a YouTube event. You get to meet the biggies, maybe learn some things from them, and get to go around in Disney World. And I thought, I haven't been there since the year it opened, when I was 14. My family decided to go camping. We'd never been camping in our lives. We were not a camping family. Most camping we did was at a hotel. And most holidays we spent at our relatives, visiting them. So we were not a camping family. My dad rented a pop-up camper where you have to crank it up by hand, and then the sides pop out at the sides, and there's a bed on each side. And we decided to go to Disney World because they were opening up. He thought he would save money because that way we could spend money at Disney World. You're talking about going down south the United States where it's hot and muggy in the month of August. You are like in a steam bath. It was horrible. We get to Disney World, and since it was the very first year it was open, it's only been open like a month or 2 maybe. Not everything was open. Epcot was not open. So none of that stuff was open yet. There was only 2 sections of the park that had been open. And I was 14 and 6 foot tall and very gangly, skinny, long legs. And we waited for hours in line. My brother wanted to ride this little car thing. We finally get up there and I couldn't even fit in the dang thing. I had to put myself in sideways and I really didn't fit in it. So I wasn't real happy. Although there was some cool stuff there, like the Hall of Presidents and a ride that looked like you were in an airplane, and another one called the Haunted Mansion. That was pretty cool. And I'd really like to see it again, to see what all's there. There's tons of new stuff there. I know there is. So this contest was, you should make it like a commercial to show your Disney side, your fun side, your creative side, the side that most people don't see of you. And it was to be between 30 and 60 seconds long. Mine's about 41 or 42 seconds. So it said Friday was a deadline, that was yesterday, or 5,800 entries, whatever comes first. And since they have millions of viewers, I thought I had better get an entry in, or why bother? So I made a little entry, which you'll see in just a moment. And then I decided to look at other people's entries after I entered it. And I feel less than dirt. Everyone else has family footage of their cute little kids in Disneyland screaming and hollering and having a wonderful time and spending all this money and having all these Disney things. You know, it's like, I don't have the means to do that. I don't have that kind of footage, and I don't have lots of cute little kids. It's not... what do? Well, I did what I could. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But here's my contribution to showing your Disney side. Upward and onward in 3, 2, 1. Mom, can you send the things I left behind? My books, game unit, dragon clock, Mr. Longfellow. I'm having so much fun. This is so fun. What, Mr. Longfellow? You have to go. I don't want you to go. It's nice to know that I still have the itch.